Hey guys, Vicot here. In today's video, I want to talk about my sort of secret love affair, my love for Combined Arms. Now I'm making this video this week because it is the weekly Crucible sort of, I don't know what you call it, just a weekly Crucible game type. It's not a permanent game type, it's around for a limited time, then it'll come around later. Not quite a live event, sometimes they have salvage instead. But I wanted to make it this week because I just wanted to express why I love Combined Arms and why I think it needs a little more attention from Bungie. Now, first off, I want to say I've got a bunch of videos. Well, I'll just link a couple that I think you guys should watch. I'd also subscribe because on Saturday I have a big video coming out that I've been planning for ages. A few YouTubers have made a similar video before, but I've been planning mine seriously since my very first video, which was a couple of weeks, 4 weeks ago, I think now, a month-ish. Of why I think the old raids are coming back, so I'd subscribe to check that out because I think that's going to be a good one. But so straight off, Combined Arms was exactly what I thought Destiny was going to be when I first heard about it, saw it, learned about it. Just when Destiny was sort of put in front of me, I was like, this is what I expected. A lot of vehicular warfare, quite anarchic, relatively large maps. I come from Battlefield. Battlefield used to be my main, and so I'm used to really big maps. I didn't expect anything like that. I just expected, the turrets and things like that, kind of like a more Halo experience, the sort of bigger maps, when you used to play with your friends on the vehicles. So when Destiny launched, I was a little bit disappointed in the sense that it's kind of more like Call of Duty in some aspects, as in you've got team deathmatch and things. And Combined Arms for me was exactly what I expected, and it saddens me that there's only 3 maps. I don't know the names of the maps. I'll put them on screen, but there's 3. There's a Mars map, Moon map, and an Earth map, and I don't think they've added any since year 1. Which, I mean, that's really upsetting. Really, they could have easily just made 1. At least we've been playing these same maps for ages, and I really do like the maps. Actually, they're probably my favourite maps out of any in the game, purely because I think the game mode works really well on them. I'd say the map you're seeing now in the gameplay, the Earth map, is my least favourite. I'd say the Moon map is my favourite. I'm sorry I don't know the names of the maps, that's probably frustrating, you're probably screaming at me. But I like how anarchic it is. I like that you have turrets, I like that you have the interceptors, the big tanks, I like that you have the pikes. The abundance of heavy ammo is really good, makes it that extra bit, destructive. Even like the description is cool. It's badass. Pilot the machines of war. This is all-out war on a massive scale. Guardians fight to survive in vehicular combat. Form up into fire teams of 6. Drive towards supremacy and glory. Now that is just badass. And also, I like that you can use your own Sparrow. It's also a way to show off your sort of Sparrow, all your gear that you've got, because you can, you've got the ships while you're loading in, and then you can hop on your Sparrow, which you can't normally see in Crucible. I think it's more of a all-round, well-rounded, better game mode. It's control, but it's not domination, so to speak. So you've got the vehicles like you do in Conquest and Battlefield. You can play short range if you want, because the maps are done so well. If you look at the B flag, you could easily spend your time running around that sort of middle area using close quarters weapons like Last Word or whatever and do fine. Or you can run around the edge of the map with your pulse rifles or whatever, and still do just as well. Any class really works on this game mode, because they're so long distance. If you're a sniper with self-res, you'll do fine. Every time you get killed, you can self-res and carry on sniper from your position. The maps for me create such a good balance between the classes, where in other game modes, the imbalance is quite appropriate. And really, I think, obviously I'm looking at it in maybe rose-tinted glasses because I really do like it. Maybe I'm ignoring some of the problems. I can understand that maybe the maps are a bit too big. Like, I am editing my game mode. I noticed when I was looking through, there's a lot of times where I'm just running around not seeing anyone. But I think the game mode really has potential. I think it needs a lot more investment in Destiny 2. And now I'm not editing out my deaths to make me look good or anything. I'm doing it because I find it really boring when I sit looking at a death screen on a video. So that's why I do that. But I think they really need some love and attention, especially in the sequel to Destiny. I think that in Destiny there's these sort of basic game modes like Clash, Control, Supremacy that are kind of a bit nothingy. Then you've got your skirmish, your trials, your smaller base, your more competitive. And then we've got this this other end of the scale, which is things like Combined Arms, which seem to be getting no attention. You know, the skirmish and the trials and things seem to get a lot of editing. They're trying to build a competitive scene, and they keep adding game modes like Rift and stuff to this sort of middle ground, and that middle ground almost doesn't have a lot of substance. I'm not a particularly very competitive PvP lover. You know, I like it, but it's not like my favourite thing to do in Destiny. These big scale battles are more my kind of thing, and that's why whenever Combined Arms comes around, you'll see my playtime rises quite a lot, and my Crucible rank. I really like the whole, just the idea behind it, the sort of, it does feel like an all-out war. And my reasoning for believing it is going to get more attention in Destiny 2 is, I think with Destiny 2, they've got new development teams, as I've said. I'll link that video in the description when I mention about the new developers. They want to have a bigger scope to their game. They don't want to have everyone either playing competitive or these sort of nothingy game modes. I think they're going to focus maybe on having things like Combined Arms and things like that. These bigger game modes have more of an emphasis, and I think vehicles as well are going to play a greater role. I think we're going to be able to use our ships. I think there's going to be a lot more than just pikes and interceptors. I think they're going to play a bigger role. You know, in my video when I mentioned new jobs at Bungie, I'll link that in the description as well, for Destiny 2 info. If you look, they say there's a job open for people that are designing armour and vehicles, and that just puts a smile on my face, because I was never a vehicle lover in things like Battlefield, and I'm not really a big vehicle driver now, but just the whole being in a battle with other people driving vehicles is really something that appeals to me. You know, I'm not someone that will sit and drive around an interceptor, but when you've got that game, when you run in on the game, and there's like people driving everywhere, vehicles crashing, exploding, you know, you'll see in some of these clips, that is just what I love in video games. It has an atmosphere, and I think the reason some game modes like Salvage, which are limited, kind of fail is because they have no atmosphere. It's a dead game mode. Whereas things like this is complete anarchy. If you see what's going on in these clips, you know, I'm just driving around in a freaking tank, blowing shit up, you know, there's other clips, there's like grenades everywhere, vehicles driving everywhere, and things like that. It's just really cool to me and really appeals. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you haven't played Combined Arms in a while or at all, really just jump in and have a go. I'm sure it's a different experience that you don't really get in any of the game mode in Destiny. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys, and make sure you subscribe. We've got the big video coming on Saturday about why I think the raids will be coming back in like an April update. I've been teasing that since my very first video, but I will be doing it. And I just want to apologise if this video is a little bit jumbled, a little bit rambly. Sorry if I talk too fast, but I was really talking from the heart, you know. You know, Combined Arms is my secret lover, as I said at the start. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Jump into some Combined Arms, and I might see you there. See you in the next one. Oh, bye bye.